been saying I was going to make this video, and then I got totally like sidetracked by the kids doing their twins keto stuff and like planning for our big party celebration and all this. So promised I'd have this video. So I'm going to talk about Prove It has a couple of new things. Sorry, my desk is all nasty. Prove It has a couple of new things that are coming out that I'm really excited about. And I don't just say that because y'all know I'm not going to lie to you and be like, oh my god, whoa, this is real, whoa, and all this. So I'm not that type of person. But there's one product in particular that I'm really excited about. Why? Because I take vitamins, so many vitamins, multiple times a day. And because I do not absorb, I don't keep electrolytes like a normal person. So I'm constantly taking magnesium carbonate, potassium citrate, and lots of sodium. And so they have a new product coming out called Mitoplex. I don't know if it's like Myoplex or Mitoplex, but anyway, Mitoplex. And what it is it's an electrolyte. But not just a normal electrolyte. Like you can, so whenever you're on keto, you are more particular about quality. Is that a nice way of putting it? I'm not going to go and get Noon or whatever fizzy drink drops that say they're an electrolyte. Why? Because the stuff that's in there really is not the best quality that's in them. So I'm not going to drink. Number 2, it's carbonated, and I don't drink carbonation. But anyway, so I wanted to break down, because y'all know I'm a big science nerd, and I want you to know why this is important so that you can know why this is good for your body. Because ultimately, you're doing keto for yourself through your diet and nutrition, but why do you need to have an electrolyte? Like, when a lot of people first start out with keto and I talk to them, they're like, oh, well, I drink water. And I'm like, that's good. You're going to have to take something else. I'm just saying. You're going to have to take an electrolyte something. And here's the deal. I've been using, telling people to like drink a Propel or, you know, take some type of an electrolyte replacement. And what you'll find with a lot of those is that they have artificial sweeteners in them, like sucralose or aspartame or something like that. And I personally cannot have anything that has aspartame in it. And a lot of things have sucralose in it. Like, I can't even chew gum that has aspartame in it without feeling horrible. And so I'm glad that they have come out with a product that is unflavored, that I can throw into a gnat, shake it up along with it, and I'm getting extra electrolytes in there that my body really needs. Or you can just mix it into whatever you're, you know, you can have it with plain water or water with lemon or water with cucumber if you do that. And so it's for everybody, whether you believe in taking exogenous ketones or not. If you just like living the ketogenic lifestyle, you're still going to have an electrolyte replacement. You're still not going to get your magnesium, your potassium, and your sodium, your calcium, things like that, unless you're taking a supplement. Because, you know, we're not hungry. I guarantee you're probably not getting the right nutrients from food alone. So you're going to have some type of exogenous source of electrolytes. It is what it is. That's why I say, oh, drink pickle juice if you start to get a slight headache. If you don't use Prove It products, then, and that's your choice, whether you choose to or not. I don't push products on anyone. But, and I say, drink pickle juice. Have pickle juice on you at all times. And I still personally have pickle juice on me at all times. But anyway, so let's talk about this new product that they're coming out with. It should be here by the end of this month. I'm hoping. They sold out really fast at that big epic thing that they had. So hopefully they'll have some more, because I know y'all are really excited. So I have a piece of paper, because y'all know I'm super nerdy and a researcher, and I like to have references for everything that I research. I first wanted to point out that electrolytes conduct electrical impulses throughout your body. I didn't know that. I was reading and I was like, huh, that's pretty groovy. But anyway, and if you think about it, because you know I'm all for keto for the brain, that's why we do it. Because we don't need to lose any weight. The kids, you know, don't need to lose any weight. But we do it for brain health because we are all running like squirrels with ADD and ADHD, and I do it for longevity of life. So anyway, so I thought that was kind of interesting whenever we're talking about brains. So I thought that was kind of cool. But anyway, so on the pack, you're going to notice that it's going to have a list of things, and I wanted to go through what each thing is. I'm going to try to keep this under 20. I get kind of wordy, but anyway. The first one is called niacin, okay? That's also known as B3, which, you know, B vitamins are very important. And I have always been impressed by Privet's quality of B vitamins and amount of B vitamins, because pretty much most people are B vitamin deficient. That's why, and it's important, if you hear of people that like go and they get a B12 shot at the doctor, they're like, whoa, I can change the world, this is so great. Well, Privet's products are packed with B vitamins. So you're feeling good off of that anyway. But this right here, it has niacin B3. This helps with nervous system, your digestive system, skin health, and also helps with cholesterol. So that's a little important information about niacin. So moving on, I'm going to go through these quick. Vitamin D3. Now, everybody's probably vitamin D deficient. We all know that. That's not anything new. We hear that all the time. Dr. Perlmutter, you know, has written a book about it. So, I personally take 5,000 to 10,000 IUs of vitamin D3 a day. It's important that you take those. I take it at nighttime, actually. But anyway, you may say, oh, that's a lot. Well, if you are out in the sun for 20 minutes, you just got 20,000 IUs of vitamin D. And if you're like me, and it's been raining nonstop for months now, and we live in Seattle, and I'm not built this way, and love the sun and going to the beach and being outside, I've gotten to be a little bit depressed. So I've upped my vitamin D because I feel just kind of bleh. But anyway, so it's got vitamin D3 in it. Vitamin D3, it helps absorb other vitamins, improves bone density, which we all know. Immune system, brain health, helps with autoimmune disorders. Most people have a vitamin D deficiency so that they aren't absorbing calcium. This leads to osteoporosis. We are also finding a link between certain cancers and vitamin D deficiency. So I can do an article or a blog or whatever on vitamin D and why it's so important. But the fact of it is that everybody needs to be taking a vitamin D supplement. You're not going to get enough vitamin D from the foods alone that you're going to eat. And it's really important, especially in your cell, you know, on a cellular level, that you're getting vitamin D. B12 makes red blood cells. They also are used to produce DNA and keep your nervous system working properly. So that's an important little thing. Moving on, B6. This improves your mood, necessary in creating neurotransmitters. May reduce Alzheimer's risk by improving brain function. It can lower your risk of heart disease. High levels of inflammation that result from rheumatoid arthritis may be linked to low levels of B6. Your B vitamins are really important. Now, B vitamins you can get from food, but like I said, I think that most people are probably like me that are doing keto. We just don't eat enough vegetables. I mean, I'm not eating like Dr. Berg style food of 6 cups of spinach a day and fresh caught Alaskan salmon and all of these things to make sure, and avocado all the time. I wish I was, but I'm really not that hungry, and I don't really want to eat when I'm not hungry. And then when I am hungry, I tend to go for more like meat. So actually thinking about maybe documenting the carnivore. But anyway, because I feel better on that. But moving on. Magnesium. This is so important, and I have so many of y'all email me. I get multiple ones of these. If you're not going to the bathroom and you've been doing keto, there are two things you need to do. You need to have magnesium carbonate, and this is from Dr. Lowood's mouth himself. Magnesium carbonate. I use a product which he also recommended called Calm, C-A-L-M. As a matter of fact, I might have some. Oh, no, I don't. Anyway, I've already taken it. I put it into here, and I take magnesium multiple times a day. My dad also has switched over to using Calm. It's so great. Okay, so here's what magnesium does so that you know. Used in formation of bones, enhances nerve communication and muscle response. Magnesium also boosts your blood glucose metabolism and increases energy throughout the nervous system. So if you're waking up and maybe you're having leg cramps, maybe your brain's foggy, maybe you have like numbness in your hands, things like that. Those can all be signs of low levels of magnesium. Maybe you're not pooping right. All of these can be signs of low levels of magnesium. But these can also be signs of low levels of potassium, and potassium is very important. If you have super low levels of potassium, you can have a lot of problems. And let me just tell you that I get asked a lot, oh, well, my doctor said I can't have over 99 milligrams of potassium a day. That's not true. That was actually something that happened years ago. Some guy had a heart attack off of taking more than 99 milligrams of potassium. And so, as you know, when somebody gets sued, we have to put on everything that, but if you're a diabetic or you have high blood pressure or you have thyroid disorders, your potassium levels need to be higher. You need to have higher levels of potassium supplements, unless you're getting it from food like an avocado or spinach, things like that are high in potassium. Then that's okay, but you probably still need to be supplementing if you're doing the keto lifestyle. So I take a potassium citrate. I get it off of Amazon. And I feel better because I wasn't actually taking a potassium supplement up until just recently, since I went to the metabolic conference actually. And prior to that, I was only taking magnesium supplement, and I was having some bathroom issues. And so since I've been taking potassium, and two, I was getting up in the middle of the night with like really bad leg cramps still. So I was like, crap, I need to take more magnesium. I'm just taking tons and tons of magnesium. Well, so I started taking potassium every day, and it's gone. I feel so much better. So I really think that was it. And I take potassium citrate because I know that gets confusing because there's so many different kinds. So magnesium carbonate, potassium citrate. Anyway, these are all the vitamins that are actually in the drink, the electrolyte drink that Proof is coming out with. So, and I did actually have the values of each one. But anyway, the next one is creatine monohydrate. This builds lean muscle mass. Creatine is the primary source of ATP during short-term high-intensity activities. 70% of research has reported a significant increase in exercise capacity. And I understand that, like, some of y'all, whenever you think about creatine, you think about like maybe 10, 20 years ago, people taking creatine and it was, you know, all this controversial stuff. Well, we're kind of finding out that that's really wasn't linked to that. And so it's really good for ATP production, your cell metabolizations and energy and things like that. So it's in there. Now they have this really cool thing called the mitocell PQQ. This is a next generation coenzyme that is shown to induce mitochondrial biogenesis. This is the growth of new mitochondria and aging cells. PQQ activates genes that govern mitochondrial reproduction, protection, and repair. I think that it's important to understand that we do keto, not so many of y'all look at this as just for weight loss. Oh, I want to do keto because I need to lose weight. Yeah, that's a side effect. That's a side effect of getting your body to work optimally. So whenever you start keto, you're going to start on your liver. Your liver is what conducts the inflammation in your body. It's your trash can. It's your, your energy producer. Every food that you put in your body goes to your liver and is then turned into fuel to be used in your cells and throughout your body. So first, we're going to work on cleaning the liver out. We're going to work on repairing cells. We're going to work on repairing DNA. And then a result of that kind of inner working process is that you'll lose weight on the outside because your triglycerides are now moving your fat cells, your fat through your body to be used as energy and excreted through, So it's a great concept. So let's get out of the mentality that I'm only doing keto to lose weight and this is a short-term thing and as soon as I lose as much weight as I want, I'm done. We need to focus on the fact that this is not an option. It's something for life. This is how you're going to live for life, for longevity. What you put in your body, I'm sorry, but seeing so many people in my family wither miserably away from cancer, there is no freaking breadstick worth it in this world for me to do that. That is me being 100% transparent of why there's no option of doing this, and that's the real nitty gritty about it, is that we need to change our mentality of looking at this as short term to this is the way that we need to live our life. This is what we need for longevity. Once you get into that mindset, then it's unstoppable. It's the benefits of this are unstoppable. When you start looking at this as a way to live your life instead of a diet that is restricting you and limiting you, then your whole mentality changes and you look at the benefits of what you're doing and you feel so much better, and it's just not worth it because if you're going to cheat, say you have a cheat meal every weekend, well, guess what? It's going to take you 2 to 3 days to recover, and then by the time that you've recovered, you're in 2 days and you're out again. Well, then there's no benefit there. There's no benefit. I did keto for 6 months without even having a cheap bite of anything. And then I had like a biscuit or something. I tried it. And I was like, surely it'll be okay. I'm fat adapted. Oh my God, I got so sick. And then it's like, and now I'll have like yesterday was my higher carb day. And I had a banana and an apple. And I was so excited. Like, that's my high carb. You always ask, like, what was your cheat meal? And all this. So I got really excited about that. Such a loser. But anyway. So the last thing is the C-Med. Now that is in most of all of Pruitt's products. Used to be called the AC11, the DNA repair. It is an extract that helps you repair your DNA, naturally eliminates cells that are damaged, and gives your immune system a boost. It also helps with aging by reducing inflammation. So that is a breakdown of what's in the new electrolytes that are coming out. As far as that, I believe that everybody should be probably using these. Whether you're, if you believe in not using exogenous ketones, that's totally up to you. Or whether you do use exogenous ketones, these are for you. So if you breathe, these are for you. And they're only going to benefit. Now, the only thing that I will say is that there's no sodium in it. So if you are not using an exogenous ketone, like Prove It, their exogenous ketone packs have sodium in there because they have to use this as a binder for their BHB. And so if you are not using exogenous ketones, you still will need to supplement with your sodium. And as you know, you need to have lots of sodium. So anyway, I'm at 20 minutes, so I'm going to let y'all go. Holler at me if you have any more questions. Bye.